What it is and what it ain't, I'm gonna let y'all know what I think. This your boy Go About Shorty, and I'm gonna get straight down to business. Hey, first y'all need to hit that post notification bell button so you always be in the loop every time I drop another dope video. And if you really fuck with my content, cash out your boy at least $1 at Mag Promo, MAGPROMO. Let me get straight down to business. Today we finna talk about my boy Jayo Felony. Now Jayo Felony, he was one of the sidekicks that was running with the LBC crew in the early 90s. He's still relevant to this day. But we finna talk about some of them crazy stories that he done been in. So we not gonna talk about his whole rap career, his whole resume. We just gonna fill in where he was doing a lot of crazy shit. You know what I mean? And at one point in time, man, he had a promising career because he could have been with LBC Crew Records. He could have went with Doggy Style Records. He could have went with No Limit Records, TVT. You know, he was everywhere, man. But he made his home really in Def Jam. And that's where all the problems began because he say JayZ tried to sabotage his record. And, you know, he had a hot song that was getting a little buzz. And it was really a diss record towards JayZ. Because JayZ had made a song talking about he don't care if you cripple blood. And J.O. Felony felt some type of way because he was like, what is JayZ talking about that content like that for in his raps? And they don't even got Bloods and Crips, you know what I mean? And J.O. Felony was like, man, I finna go shoot a video in Marcy. You know what I mean? Because I'm already affiliated with EPMD, Eric Sherman, Keith Murray, Method Man, Red Man. He was down with all them cats, you know what I mean? Because really, Jimmy Henchman gave him the green light, you know what I mean, to cross over to the East Coast. Because before then, he was just doing work with West Coast artists. But then he started getting some of that TVT money, uh, some of that West Coast money, that Bay Area money. And at the same time, he was feuding with Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean, for unpaid royalties for a lot of work he was doing. And him and Snoop got into a fight. And, you know, they say he had slammed Snoop Dogg on the Baby Boy set of the movie. You know what I mean? But this is all allegedly, so I don't really know. But I remember, like, in 2011, when he was on the news because they say he was squatting. He was off in a $1.5 million house, and he said he only paid $5,000 for it, and he was being scammed. And you know, the news people came out and everything at his house, and he was pulling out the driveway, and they was like, "Man, what is you doing squatting in this house?" And kind of find out he was saying he was being scammed because he paid $5,000, and he was paying $5,000 a month to stay in the gated community in the Hollywood Hills. So you know that kind of messed his career up for a while, and you know he got kicked out eventually, but he back on top. And you know what I mean? He made some diss records at everybody over there at Death Row. And you know, Snoop Dogg and Daz Dillinger. So when he started dissing Daz Dillinger, he was doing some music with EAZY. And then Daz had said in the magazine interview that he don't know EAZY, but EAZY the police. And he heard that from Three the Hard Way from Miami. That's another legendary rapper. And you know what I mean? He said, man, I don't much affiliate myself with J.O. Felony. He's a bum. He's a wannabe. Same with Corrupt. Because at that time, Daz was dissing everybody. You know what I mean? He was like, them niggas broke as hell and shit like that. And you know, EA Ski never responded to none of this stuff either. Or I never seen no response to it. But I know he read this. You know what I mean? But J.O. Felony kept going hard in the paint, kept dissing. You know what I mean? And he was like, man, it's up there. Whenever I see any nigga that's from that Long Beach shit, I'ma swang on him. Because I'm from San Diego. You know what I mean? I'm from Southern Cal. We ain't really in the same shit anyways. We not the same gang anyways, nigga. So it's up there. You know what I mean? And he was down with Motown Records too. And you know, he just kept putting out music. It just couldn't never top some of his earlier day stuff when he was with uh, Snoop Dogg. So eventually all them niggas squashed the beef and they got back together and they started doing music. But he had to fight some of them niggas because he really wasn't from that city. That's enough on this story. Peace. I'm out.